Why is it always that when I want to record a video my hair looks the most disappointing? It's very annoying. Anyway. Hi. Bonjour, I guess. Well, it's been a while, but I am back for my annual, except for 2018, top 19 in this case, of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, because people have been requesting it, and in less than 2 weeks it's going to take place, so I better hurry up. So this year the Junior Eurovision Song Contest is held in Paris, because France won last year with Valentina and her song J'imagine. The theme also is Imagine this year, very fitting of course. It's also kind of in a Christmas kind of theme. I mean, look at the artwork this year. It's very Christmassy, which honestly I kinda like. And unlike last year, this year the delegations are all going to travel to Paris if everything goes well. If there's going to be a delegation that can't travel to Paris, they're not going to show a live on tape performance, but the music video, which I personally think is kind of disappointing, but I guess we'll have to deal with that if that's going to be the case. So, you know, very exciting stuff I think. But without any further ado, let's get started with my top 19. On the 19th place right now I've got Portugal. Look, I really like that Simo is sending a song that really fits him and obviously is in a style that he really likes himself, and I like the fact that he was allowed to choose a song that he himself feels comfortable with. But I'm just not too sure how well a song like this will do at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, because I'm not really that sure how well this will be received by a demographic that mostly exists out of children, I guess. But I would really love to be positively surprised by a better result. On the 18th place I've got Bulgaria. I think this entry is cute and their voices sound really good together. Also, I like the fact that we got to see Victoria, who was going to represent Bulgaria in Eurovision 2020 and did in 2021. I'm just not too sure if this song will stand out enough for it to score really well, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like the song could easily get overshadowed by other entries this year. On the 17th place I've got Malta. I really like the singing parts of this song. I'm just not that big of a fan of the rapping parts, and I'm just not that sure about how well that will do on the Junior Eurovision stage. But on the other hand, we haven't seen rap that often at Junior Eurovision, so maybe this kind of fresh new sound, I guess, could turn out positively for Malta. On the 16th place I've got Kazakhstan. Both Beknur and Alinur entered the national final of Kazakhstan individually, but they both got the same amount of points at the end and both ended up on the top of the scoreboard, which made them both be the representatives of Kazakhstan this year. I feel like Kazakhstan is always serving quality at Junior Eurovision. I mean, they debuted in 2018 and have received 2 second places since then in 2019 and 2020. So, you know, they're pretty good at Junior Eurovision. I'm just not too sure how well this song will do at Junior Eurovision. But then again, staging wise, Kazakhstan usually hits the nail on the head. So for now I'm putting it on this place, but I feel like with the right staging Kazakhstan could score higher. On the 15th place I've got the Netherlands this year. The Netherlands is sending a song to Junior Eurovision that's sung in Dutch, English and Japanese. I really like the fact that the Netherlands, my country, is sending a song in Japanese this year, because that isn't a language we get to hear that often on any Eurovision stage. Just like Sranantongo, which we got to hear in the Dutch entry at the Adult Eurovision Song Contest this year. I mean, that was the very first time we got to hear Sranantongo. I'm just not too sure how well this ballad will do. Look, the Netherlands knows how to approach Junior Eurovision, but in the years that we sent ballads, we usually don't end up that high, so that's why I'm kind of cautious with the placing of our entry this year. But I really hope that it will do better than the 15th place. And I mean, of course, I'm supporting my country, but I guess I have to wait until the rehearsals or live performance. Also, fun fact, the Netherlands now is the only country to have participated in every single Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So at least we'll have that. On the 14th place, I've got Azerbaijan.
Just one of those days.
Sona has an amazing voice with a pretty decent ballad. Maybe this song will come to life on stage, which I hope, but just based on the song itself, I'm putting it on the 14th place. I would have loved to have seen Sona with a rock song or a song with ethnic elements in it, like she said she wanted to have at Junior Eurovision. Instead, she was given this song, which I mean is something we're used from the Azerbaijani broadcaster, but still. I would like to see the representatives of Azerbaijan in both Eurovision and Junior Eurovision to be allowed to send songs that they want to sing, and they would also sing outside of a Eurovision event. You know, that makes it more authentic. On the 13th place, I've got Germany. Imagine Us by Pauline is a pretty decent Junior Eurovision song, I think. But at some point maybe a bit repetitive. I don't think Germany will get the same kind of result like they got in their debut year last year, which was last place. But I'm also not too sure about a top 10 placement either. On the 12th place, I got Ireland. I hope that Ireland's entry at the Junior Eurovision this year is kind of an example for Ireland in the adult Eurovision Song Contest, in the sense that this could be an example for how they can send a song that's not in English but in Irish, because I think this song is really cool and really nice and really shows that Ireland doesn't necessarily have to send a song in English. So I really like it, and I also like the fact that we get to hear Anna, who represented Ireland in 2019, provide backing vocals on this track. You know, I think Ireland could do pretty well this year. On the 11th place this year, I've got Serbia. Serbia's song sounds pretty childlike, if that makes sense, and I think could come to life on stage. It's also pretty catchy and it stays in your head pretty easily, but for now I'm putting it just outside of the top 10. Okay, so now we get to the top 10. On the 10th place, I've got Ukraine. Polina has such a powerful voice, which I think really uplifts this song. I hope Ukraine will be able to get a higher score than this, but I know for sure that a top 10 placement is guaranteed. On the 9th place, I've got North Macedonia. North Macedonia is sending 4 cast members of the TV show Dajte Muzika to Junior Eurovision this year with the song Green Forces. This song talks about saving the earth from irreversible damage, basically. I think this song is very catchy and radio friendly and honestly sounds pretty good. I think this song has a chance of doing pretty well, especially with the right staging. I think this could end up at least in the top 10, maybe even the top 5, but for now I'm putting it on the 9th place. A top 10 placement is guaranteed, I think. On the 8th place, I've got Russia. Tanya has represented Russia before in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. This was in 2019, together with Dembedel Uzak, with the song A Time For Us. They ended on the 13th place. This year, Tanya is going solo to the Junior Eurovision Song Contest with her song Mon Ami. I think it's a fun song, which definitely could end up in the top 10. I'm not too sure about a higher place, because I feel like this song could have done a bit better in previous years than 2021. But still, with the right staging, who knows? On the 7th place, I've got Albania.
No matter what may come your way, call on me, I'll be here to stay. Every time you know what I'll do.
Albania is sending a pretty modern song to Junior Eurovision this year, which is a song against bullying. I think that they've got a pretty decent chance of getting maybe in the top 5, but at least in the top 10 I think. I think that's pretty safe to say. Top 5 would depend on the staging, but if they get into the top 5, that would make this year one of the best results for Albania, because their best result until now is the 5th place in 2015. So I think there is a chance that they could break that record. On the 6th place, I've got Georgia.
Allez, tu rêves, je te crois.
Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Georgia isn't the country with the most Junior Eurovision victories for nothing. They know how to approach this contest. They really know how to create an entry that really fits the Junior Eurovision Song Contest and the Junior Eurovision spirit. And that can also score well. Just like their entry this year. I think it's fun, it's catchy, it's childlike, it really fits the Junior Eurovision spirit, I think, which is important. So I think there's a pretty good chance of a pretty good result for Georgia this year, like we're used from them. Now we're entering the top 5. And on the 5th place I've got Spain. Spain is really showing that they really want to win the Junior Eurovision Song Contest again since their return in 2019. I feel like the song is really Spanish. Maybe that sounds weird, but something about it really gives me the Spanish vibe. It's not just the language, it's something else, but I can't really put my finger on it, which is like in the positive sense, of course. I really like this song. I think it could do really well because it's really happy, it's catchy, and I don't know, it puts a smile on people's faces, I think, which is important for, you know, the votes. So yeah, I think Spain, yet again, has a pretty good chance at ending up in the top 5, which is what they've always done since their return. You know, maybe a 3rd place like they've always gotten since their return is a possibility again. Who knows? Now on the 4th place I've got Italy.
Io sono qui, senza dunque, senza inganni, sono così.
You know, when Damiano said
Rock and roll never dies!
when Måneskin won the Eurovision Song Contest for Italy, he really didn't lie, because now they're also sending a rock entry to the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. I would love to see Italy be the first country to win both Eurovision and Junior Eurovision in a row, and also in the same year. I think it's a possibility this year. I think top 5 is already realistic, maybe even the top 3 if the staging is really done well and the live performance is good, but I think top 5 is safe to say. Okay, so now we're entering the top 3. And on the 3rd place I've got Poland.
Proszę usłysz mój głos, zaczekam, choć zamieni się z nim, ja czekam.
Poland is, just like Georgia, a country that really knows how to approach Junior Eurovision, kind of unlike how they're approaching the Eurovision Song Contest, because that doesn't really go that well usually. Sarah James has an amazing voice with a pretty decent song for the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. It's well produced, it's catchy, it's optimistic. I think this song has a good chance of ending up in the top 3. Now on the 2nd place I've got France. France has yet again a very uplifting, happy song that in my opinion really fits the Junior Eurovision spirit. It's like this childlike, optimistic song which, you know, really fits the contest, and it's also really catchy. It kind of stays in your head after listening to it only once. I think France has a pretty good chance of pulling off a Poland and winning the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2 times in a row. I would not be mad to see that, if I'm honest. You know, I can see a lot of people voting for this. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised of a top 3 result. I think that's a pretty realistic scenario. And now finally, on the 1st place, the winner, I think, and also my personal favorite, is Armenia. I kind of have the same feeling about Armenia this year that I had about Poland in 2019, because Armenia is sending a very modern, radio-friendly song to the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, which could do pretty well at the Adult Eurovision Song Contest too. Malena would have represented Armenia last year at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest with her song Why, but Armenia had to withdraw due to the introduction of martial law in the region as a result of the ongoing conflict. Luckily, Malena was still allowed to represent Armenia this year with her song Kami Kami, which I think just screams winner material. I mean, just look at the production of the music video alone. They could basically just copy that and put that on the Junior Eurovision stage. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I think that could do pretty well. I just think Armenia has a pretty good chance of going home with the Junior Eurovision trophy for the 2nd time. And I mean, how iconic would that be? Like winning the year after they had to withdraw. I would like to see it, and I think there's a pretty good chance that we are going to see it. So that was my top 19 of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest this year. Do you agree or do you not agree? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am very curious to see your top 19s. Also, can we quickly talk about how a lot of entries this year have French in their lyrics? That's kind of a trend this year, I guess, because it is held in France, then all of a sudden a lot of lyrics are also including French, which I think isn't something we have seen before. Like, when it was held in Poland, we didn't all of a sudden get a lot of entries with Polish in it, but you know, I think it's fun to see. It's not a criticism, it's just an observation, which I think is pretty funny. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Also, of course, there's going to be a new video with my grandma, like I always do every year. She's already talking about it, so we're going to get that as well. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, enjoy the show, and until next time, bye!